Want to transform your trading from beginner to professional? In this complete TradingView masterclass, I show you the exact setup I use to spot profitable trades daily. Yeah, no fluff, just practical strategies that work. If you're serious about trading, smash that like button right now and let's dive into this TradingView masterclass. Does your chart look like this? If so, I can tell you right now, this has nothing to do with being a professional trader. Before I show you how I set up my trading environment, let me walk you through the economy calendar and the most important news. Why? As a professional trader, most important is to prepare yourself for your trading day. And to prepare yourself, the best is to know what's going on. So here in the right bottom corner, you find the calendars, okay? If this is too advanced and you say, okay, I want to know how to set up TradingView, how can I start? There is another video where I walk through in a very basic tutorial. You can check this out right now or later. Yeah, there I show you how to log in or how to create an account and then about all the basic options or basic functions you have in TradingView. So here in the bottom right corner, you have the economy calendar, and here you see that I only see the highest importance, or here only high importance, okay? And now here are some things that are very important for you to know. At first, I only want to see major news, yeah, which or who can impact the markets. For that, I choose this button here, only high importance. And now you see most of the news, they disappeared. Another thing that's important for you is to choose the countries, who are important for you, for your trading. Which markets do you trade? For me, especially for me, it's the US. Most of the time, I only trade US markets. Normally, this one here is selected, top 20 economies. And here you see, okay, we have news from Germany, from the United Kingdom, from Japan, and so on. That's not important for me. So that's the reason why I only choose United States. I could select also the European Union or whatever. For you, it's important what are the markets you want to trade the most. Then select these countries here in the list, okay? And now I see, okay, this week on Tuesday, these news were important. Today it's Friday, okay, nothing more this week. I can go back, I can see what was going on last week to see sometimes, or maybe we had some major movements in the market that can help me to understand some movements. Okay, why did they happen? Okay, they happened maybe because of some news, yeah? So, or I can take a look in the future to see what's going on next week. Let me tell you something, the preparation for the day is very important. That you are not surprised when something happens at the market and you are maybe, still in the position you shouldn't be in. So let's go back to the chart and let me show you how a chart should look like if you are serious about becoming a successful, a professional trader. So that's what I do. I just selected some random indicators and now I disable all of them to what? To just get a clear look to the market. As a trader, I don't want to be distracted by any unnecessary indicators. So I want to have a clear view of market activity. At first, I have to delete these lines here. I come back to them later in this video. I want to understand where are the most important areas in the market, which has been important in the past to the market participants and will most likely be interesting for the participants in the future. In this video, it's not about how to find these important areas. It's more important how you can use TradingView most effective to identify these zones. To not get overwhelmed by all the paintings you can choose here in TradingView. Oh my God, there are so many. I want to show you how you can select just the one you need to. So, and how to do that. So at first, I want to show you this star here in the left bottom corner, what you can activate or deactivate. And that's for you the bookmarks you have set for the most important tools you want to use. So, and here, when you click on the right side from the drawing, from the tool, you see the list, and then on the right side you can set the lines or the tools you want to use as a bookmark. That's how I did it. And you see here in this toolbar all the drawings, all the tools I always use. And that's so important. I got so many questions in the past from people. Oh my God, Marcus, this toolbar is so nice. How can I get this? That's how you get this, okay? So what's on the list? The first is for me just the crosshair, that I can move the chart as I want to, and that I can go back to it as fast as possible. So imagine this wouldn't be here. I select this one here, and then I have to go back to the left side, to the top left corner, and select it again. What I just do is I set my line, for example, and then I go back here, and then I can use it again, okay? What's important, this pen or this brush, I can mark out some areas when I want to show my students how to do some things, okay? And now I go back to the crosshair and I can move the chart again. Now a hack. How can you delete these paintings? Yeah, I can mark this painting and then click delete, or I can click on it and I click here on the trash bin, or, and that's the shortcut, you can press Control and hold the left mouse button, and then you select all what you want to delete, and then you press here delete or on your keyboard. That's it. Next is the trend line. I don't use it that often. That's to mark the trend. And yeah, it's especially important for beginners to quickly identify trends. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard to spot them, but the longer you observe the markets, the easier it becomes, okay? Next, that's what I use the most, is the horizontal line. And here it's for me very helpful to identify key levels in the market so that I can have a quick overview. And that's what I told you before, to use tools where you can have a quick overview over the markets to identify key levels in the market. I can use this is the complete horizontal line, or I use this line where I only start with a line from the location where I set it. To be honest, I use the horizontal line the most, to go back in the market, and it's not important on which time frame. I can go to the daily time frame and I see where the lines were set, and maybe if the market has been there before, then I see, okay, where are the main major areas. After we went through all the important tools, I will show you how you can spend less time on the computer while you don't miss any important information, okay? And this here, it's named the rectangle, okay, easy. And here you can, for example, you can mark one range or a complete area that is important for you. Next is something that you can use if you want to analyze the market and to predict where the market can go. The name is path, and when you use it, it's always when you click the mouse button, then you set one stop, okay? And next stop, next stop, next stop, next stop. And if you want to finish the path, you have to click on the same level again, and then it's finished, okay? Let's delete all the drawings. How is it possible? Yes, I know you know it. I press Control, then I mark everything and delete it. Next is very important for your trading career, and it's to analyze the trading ideas you have and to see the potential and the potential risk, the potential profit and the potential risk. So it's the first is long position and the next is the short position. Okay, if I want to open a long position, for example, I open it here and then I can say, okay, this here will be my stop loss. And then I have to go to have, for example, RR of 2. I go up and then you see here. Do you see this? Risk reward. You see, I take it and now I have a risk reward ratio from 2. What I mean by this is I risk 1% of my trading account and the possible win is 2% of my trading account. Just an example. The other way around is the short position. If I want to enter the trade, I mark where I want to set my stop loss. Let me delete this at first. And then I see, okay, this is my stop loss. I want an RR of 2, for example, again. And then this is the way the market has to go to reach my take profit. Okay, the next three, let's go through very fast. This is just a drawing for an error. Sometimes when I analyze the market and then I say, okay, this is the movement I predict, and let's see in the future. That's not what I use to enter a trade. It's just for the analysis, or to see if I analyze correctly, okay, or my analysis was correct. Next is a trend channel, where you can mark again the trend and then you see the channel. That's the trend channel. Next is very easy. It's the text. Let's assume that I analyzed that the market will go lower, and to remember it later on, I write, okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's how I use this text. Now it's where it gets very interesting. And that's what not so many traders already know about. It's the fixed range volume profile. It's nice to see, from the price action perspective, where we have the ranges, where we have the momentums, where we have anything. But right now I want to see where is the most activity of the big players. And that's how I do it. I take the volume profile and I just mark the area I'm interested in, and then I see where the most volume is and where the market is likely to go again. Have you ever heard about the VWAP, the volume weighted average price? This here is very interesting. This is the anchor VWAP. I just select a price, a candle, and then you see the VWAP will go from this anchor, from this candle which I choose. This tool is very powerful if you know how to use it. That's something that my students use very often to predict the future movement and where the market reacts. So the last two tools are very easy. This one here is a price range. I use it to see, okay, what's the potential of a trade, or what's the potential of a movement. Yeah, so when I see this and I see, okay, the potential that the market comes from here up to this level, then I see, okay, this is 2.39%. Especially when I use it for my stock trades, it's very important to know how many percent is it that the market will go. And the last one is the vertical line. This is interesting when you want to go, or when you want to change the time frames. So for example, this is the 1 hour, and I say, okay, this is an important area, this is an important price, and then I go down to the 5-minute time frame and now find where the price was, and then now I see, okay, this was the 1 hour candle, and from here it's interesting for me. But what can you do on the left side? It's interesting, so you know how to bookmark, but then we have different options. At first I can delete all the drawings. I can remove all the indicators. I can remove the drawings and the indicators. Right now I just want to remove the drawings. So, and now, do you see this magnet here? That's important when you want to set, or to set a horizontal line, and here I'm completely free to set it, but sometimes or most of the time, you want to put the line on a specific candle, right? On a low or on a high. So then you can choose the magnet, and you see now, do you see how the magnet works? I go here and zack, I now have the magnet. So it's not important to be 100% accurate. The next is to stay in the drawing mode. So when you see this, I stay in the drawing mode. If I disable this, I go in the drawing mode, and after this, I go back to the crosshair. But I want to stay in the drawing, or in the drawing mode. Then you see, and that's it. So I delete the drawings again, and that's it. So next I put some lines, and then I lock the lines, and now I can't move them. I only move the chart. If I don't use it, you see, if you move a line by accident, you just can click Ctrl Z or Z to get it back where it came from. Okay, believe me, this toolbar is so important. It's so powerful, because that's what I always use every day when I analyze the market, when I'm looking for entries, exit, and so on. These drawings, these tools are or will help you to become a professional trader. Do you remember when I said that you can save time, that you don't have to watch the markets all day, so just only when you have to? Yeah, and here the alerts come into the game. And that means when the price reaches a certain price or a certain level, that you get an alert in TradingView on the computer or in the application, okay? How can we do this? You can do it here on the right side. Do you see the plus symbol? And here you see add an alert on ES. And now you see this is the alert I set, and as soon as the price comes back to this level, I get an alert, and then I can come back and do whatever I want. If you have many alerts in different markets, it's sometimes interesting or important to know, okay, where are all my alerts? And for this case, you can go to the right side, here the alerts, and here you see how often I use the alerts. Yeah, most of the time for my stock trades. So, and you see how often it stopped and triggered. This one here in the S&P 500 is still active, and I can remove it from here. Imagine if you have 10 markets you want to have a look at, because there are potential trades, potential setups, and then you have to go through all the markets, all the charts, maybe 5 times a day. So you set an alert, and then you can relax and just wait until the alert arrives on your phone or on your computer. And another very powerful tool is the replay function. That's what you have to do on a daily basis. Why? Especially as a beginner trader, you don't know how the market works, how the market reacts, how the market moves. And for that you can train. You can train your strategies, but you can't train right now because you always have to wait to the next candle, especially when you want to trade on a higher time frame. And when you want to trade on the 1 minute time frame, okay, but here you always have to wait for the market, and that the market reaches a level where you want to go, or where you want to watch what happens. And for this case, you can use the replay function, and you just select replay, and then you choose the price or the time where you want to go back to, and then you see, okay, we are here, and now you can use it to trade, to analyze, to observe the market. How can you do this? Here you see the play, and you see the play speed. This is 10 times speed. So you see tack, 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 how this moves. But you can go lower, for example, 5 times, and you see how the market evolves, okay? So, but here are some interesting things. So if you want to train, it doesn't make sense to select a price or a time where you have already seen how the market went, okay? For example, I want to train. I choose this time. And you remember what happened, right? So the ideas you have, the strategy you're using, so it's if you know that the market will drop, it doesn't make so much sense. So now you can choose, you select a bar, or you select a date. Now we can go back to September 10th, and now I don't know what happened. And I can go from here to see what's going on, and if my trade ideas, if they work or not. Or, what's very interesting is to just a random bar, and now have fun. So how can we exit replay mode? You can say, okay, you click on this button, or you choose again, select a bar, that's important, and then you choose this bar, and you click here, or you click here to exit the replay mode. And here's one important thing you have to know, and this is in the bottom right corner. Here it's how you see the chart. Auto fits data to screen. It's if you zoom in or out, it always fits to the screen, that you don't miss something. But sometimes it's get a little bit too small to see what happened, okay? So for this case, you can go and you can just touch and press the price scale and change it a little bit, and then you see you're free. You can do whatever you want, You can make it bigger or smaller. That's what you can do. But if you want to go back to the auto function, you go back here and click auto. And now it's again, you can move it up and down, but you can move it sideways, and you can zoom out or you can zoom in. So, but also very interesting is log price to bar ratio. So that means if I zoom out, yeah, mouse wheel, I zoom out or I zoom in, and now I can press Control. I can zoom in the place where I want to zoom in. It's always where my crosshair is set. You see, I zoom in, I zoom out. That's very, very nice. And if you want to see a specific period of the market, then you have this option here. You can say, okay, I want to see 5 days. And then you see, wait, let's choose 1 day. Let's choose auto, auto. And then I say, okay, I want to see 1 month. And now you see, I see 1 month. And the chart select automatically the time frame. Okay, to see 1 month, it's necessary to have the 30 minutes. So, but now I want to see 6 months. And now I see the 6 months. And I see, okay, the time frame is 2 hours. I want to see 5 years. See, every candle is on a weekly basis. If you made it this far, you're very serious about trading. So use the tools I gave you to improve your trading, and yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like what I showed you, to don't miss any future video, and yeah, don't forget to activate the bell to get the notifications.